All right, my friend, welcome to day 13 in our 40-day walk through Abraham's life of faith. And today, oh man, do things get messy. This is absolute meltdown. Taking a look today at Genesis 16, 4 through 6a, which, by the way, the A there, all that means is it's the first part of the verse. We chopped the verse in half today because this is an episode in the drama. And today we had Abraham's choice to sleep with Hagar. It just tears the whole household apart. Hagar gets pregnant. Hagar flaunts her newly found status, and Sarai is fuming. So if you haven't already, it's not much here. It's an easy read. Well, easy, maybe not. Quick read, let's call it that. So dive in if you haven't already. Read today, and then we will react together here after you read. So go ahead and pause right now. Okay, today, whoa, mix of emotions for Sarai. She's on a roller coaster, am I right? Hagar gets pregnant, which then reinforces a huge insecurity that our dear Sarah has been facing for a decade now. And then to top it all off, after Hagar gets pregnant, Hagar starts, flexing a little bit, challenging her place in the pecking order of the household. Um, so my today red highlight, well, that's easy to find. You ready for this? It's the whole thing. This is that's how I feel about it. Disaster. I hate it. I hate it because the story, it's like, oh, I just think back to a couple days ago where God and Abraham were having these great conversations. Man, has it taken a dark turn. Even if you know this story, which it's very famous, right? Most you probably already do. But if you slow down and look at the details a little bit, it's even worse. It's like, what is happening? How did we end up here just a few short days away from such beautiful moments? And it's all coming down to the inability of Abraham and Sarai to wait, and it comes down to Abraham's obsession of, I need a son, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. Oh, and I hate that because I feel that. How many times have I personally just pushed something forward because I need it, I want it, and I can justify it? Well, I think this technically fits inside the kinds of things God's asking, the kind of things God wants to see in my life. Yeah, sure, but how it happens matters. I see this all the time. This train wrecks lives, man. And we go, you know what? Well, we start to justify it. God wanted this to happen, or well, God's done this, and so I deserve this. Oh man, just don't. Okay, just take a page from Abraham, you and me, and don't. Uh, all the blame happening here, all right, I'll erase my reds, but you just know it's everything. Here we go. All red. Uh, all the blame that's get passing around, it reminds me of the original marriage problem back in the Garden of Eden, right? Where they eat the fruit and then they blame God, they blame each other, right? We're seeing the same thing play out here. The only green, here's my only green. I just now thought of this. I'm reaching for a green with everything I got. The only green I see in the story is the fact that this story exists. We're reading this. All right, there you go. I'll do a green outside the red. We are reading this, which means God doesn't walk away from Abraham and Sarah right here. It means that whatever's happening with Hagar, God is not going to leave unresolved. You know what I'm saying? So God's reaction is not burn this whole thing down. God is still in the story with Abram and Sarai because we are in fact going to have a day 14. The story does go on, even though right now it shouldn't. This should pull the plug on the whole deal if it's up to me. You know what I'm saying? Life gets so complicated. when we leave our lanes, become God's little helper. You know what I'm saying? Man, how many of us think we would make such a great armchair God, right? If it were up to me, man, I'd have this whole thing whipped into shape just like that. Well, Abraham and Sarai, take lessons, man. Let's take lessons. This is what happens. You know, you try to play God and find out. It's best to let him do the God part. We're very bad at this. All right, so what's your reactions to today? Maybe you got some green in there you see, or something you'd like to talk about, the question you want to highlight in yellow, and you drop it in there, add it to our Facebook group as well, and then circle back for a little more conversation and insights around how today's disastrous moment fits inside the big picture of Abraham's story and our story too.